Hi, welcome back to StarCraft II with me at Niddy. Let's start our first mission on the Dark Templar homeworld, which has also been overrun.
The Zerg infestation is overtaking Telemetros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch.
Okay, warp conduit active. Zerg infestation detected. And we'll get the Dark Templar. We'll not look at the achievements just yet. I don't like, well, kind of. It's cool that you can review them beforehand if you want to hunt achievements, but I like to, in the first playthrough, just do it the way I want or would usually do it, without an achievement in at the back of my mind, and then perhaps in a subsequent walkthrough or playthrough I could hunt these achievements. So it's kind of cool that they're there, but I will just ignore them for my first playthrough. And I'll just take what I get anyways, basically.
Teams with Amon Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Telemetros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get our first assimilator going. We have a couple Templars already.
I will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of repulse.
Yep, that sounds good. Let's get the warp gate going, because they will queue up units even if we don't build any. So that's I didn't realize that, but that's actually way better if they just queue up anyways. There's some...
Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher.
Oh, that looks bad.
By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Karax, are any of the Spear of Idun's weapon systems ready for use?
Orbital Strike is online. Designating targets.
Okay, we'll have to go around and orbital strike these huge things.
The Thrasher has been weakened. Warriors, move in and seal its fate.
Okay, now I have to get my guys in and attack the Thrasher thing.
Can now be fired from the Spear of Idun's command panel, Hierarch.
Yeah, but it will cost energy as well. We'll just have to deal with that thing the old-fashioned way. There we go.
The Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
Indeed. Let's call in a pylon. Call in more probes. Build an assimilator here. We do want shields. We do want armor. And we probably also want ground weapons. Okay, so the warp conduit has a certain amount of life, and we'll have to be quick about that. So let's group up my warp things again. So not sure how many detector units they will have. Anyways, we have one more for gas. That's good. Well, let's get the last one on crystals first. There we go. Then 3 more for gas. Then we get more Dark Templars. That should be fine. Ground weapons, please. So we queued up all the research we can. No research in here. We do need a couple more Templars, I'm thinking.
From the shadows I come.
Okay, 1 more. There we go. All the gas is expended.
From the shadows I come.
And that's so far so good. Let's get the Templars and just start.
Our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
Yep, there we go. The attack. There's the attack. And there's the counterattack.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our nexus point defend against enemy incursions.
Yes, I do want to do that. I just don't have the resources just yet. But we are working on it, right? Can deal with that stuff without any danger to our units.
Artanis, the city of Talametros is powered by several energy vaults. If you can reclaim them, the reserves are yours.
Completing bonus objectives will allow me to improve the Spear of Adun's power. We should gather them if possible, Hierarch.
What do we need to do? Recover Solari... what? Power reserves. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, there's a bad boy. Oh, cool.
Conduit is under assault.
So just attack everything here. And move in the... oh, kill that thing, kill that thing.
War crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our dark templars.
Yeah, that's the problem. Overseers? Where? Let's just kill that thing. Move out of the way. Attack. There we go.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays.
Yeah, okay, let's clear the launch bay here. I do want more cannons, right?
Has been cleared. Continue
There we go.
evacuating.
So that's good.
What would you ask of us?
I'll just attack move over there, that's good. Let's just spawn in another pylon, because it's free. Then we can get more Dark Templars. So we can actually get all the Dark Templars.
Pylons. This will provide us with supply we can use to train new warriors.
So what did they say we need? Oh, there we go. That's the thing we need to do for the bonus, right? Do I need to pick it up? No, I just get it. Okay, that's cool. So 1 of 3. So that will give us Solari stuff. Any detector units over here?
Extensively fortified this area. An orbital strike would help us break through their defenses.
Yeah, if they have any detector units, but if they don't have any, then can just deal with the area anyways. Can't deal with the air units, but well, they deal with everything else just fine. Okay, oh, there's one of those. One of the detector units. just have to avoid them. I mean, I could go over here and build a base. I'm assuming we do need some form of anti-air units though. Yeah, and we also need some form of more population. So let's let's spawn a couple pylons. Like that.
Another thrasher has appeared.
Oh.
You know what must be done.
Yes, indeed. I need to orbital strike that thing. And attack. Oh, there's the detector unit. Basically, no. Ah, well. Let's just kill everything that's not bolted down. Okay, there we go.
That should buy the conduit more time.
Okay. Back to safety. There we go. Now, I did want some stalkers. Stalkers are the only thing I have that can actually deal with the air units in the area. So let's get 6 of them over here. Just attack move it over there. And let's continue. Whoa, 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 whoa. No! Let's continue up to that conduit thing.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
Okay, let's just use a combined force of Stalkers and Templars then, in general. Let's also get one drone up there. And spawn in a couple more of those. We still have to find... Oh, there's another one of those labs. Right, now let's build a nexus over here. Let's also build a couple pylons. Because, well, that's what I'm expecting the enemy to attack first, so we have some time to bring the army over here. Then perhaps a couple warp gates, as soon as we have the pylon. So let's get 2 of them going. That should be good. A simulator. Then just collect that Vespene over there. And kill that thing. And now just wait for the Nexus to spawn, I guess. Oh. Okay, let's move the army down here. I don't think I can do 2 orbital strikes at once. No. So I should have waited, actually. Okay, we can warp in units quickly here. Okay, everyone just go in, attack. Just attack. You guys deal with the... Well, move out of the way, kill that detector unit first. There we go. Now the Templar shouldn't have any issue.
Is there no
It's upstairs. There we go. We lost quite a few Templars apparently, but I'm going to reclaim them as soon as I have...
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Okay, there we can put down a pylon. So let's do that. You guys should be warp gates. And then we can start warping in.
Hierarch, only some of your gateways have transformed into warp gates. It is better to commit to a single warp-in strategy.
I do have one warp-in strategy. That's good. Let's get 6, 7, 8, 9 drones up here. That should be good for the moment. And perhaps a couple... Let's just get one more there and 2 more there. Rebuild them here. And yeah, let's just continue then. Still have to find one of those reserves, right? So what do we find back here? Is it just a base? Could be just a base. Ah, no, there's one of those labs. Whatever it is. A reserve. So we found 2 of them. Now then, let's return up to the second base. Because we need to go up here next. Yeah, let's call in a couple more. Actually...
Artanis, another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
Let's ignore it for now. And spawn in... couple units. We'll just have to move that way. Because we do need the... that stuff over there, right? Yeah, they should be able to deal with that. Can I orbital strike that thing down? No, it will not even go through the shields. But that means we should just attack move up there. Lest we lose the warp conduit. Okay, so that's just dead space basically. Ah, so we're probably supposed to go north to that area, clear out all of that, so we just have to defend over to the right here. That could be it. Well, anyways, let's move in pylon. And what do we need? Let's get more Dark Templars. And attack move to that Thresher thing. And orbital strike it. Okay, it did take damage this time. So it didn't have all the, well, energy. All the shield restored.
Well done, brave warriors. Amon's thrashers
We have all the bonus. And that means we'll just clear that warp gate. And we're done.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it.
Hidden victory. Close call. Right, without letting the warp conduit drop below 2000 life. Yeah, that was easy. And free all Protoss launch base before the last Void Thrasher appears. Guess that one was the last. Yeah, probably. I mean, I could have just rushed out with the Dark Templars. And we got 15 Solarite. I guess that's more important than the achievement.
Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lizul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Okay, so we just go full Empire and blow up the planet.
Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
Yes, I will. War soon.
Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.
I see. So they were thrown off Ayer a long time ago. Rohana!
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver. The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
Yes, indeed, she's a... I don't want to say a relic, but she's of a different time. Assembly panel thing.
Cloaked Warriors are now available for deployment.
Cloaked Warriors. So we have the Dark Templar. Shadow Fury. Quickly attack multiple enemy ground units permanently cloaked. Quickly attack multiple enemy ground units. Okay, they can just blink around. Sounds good. And the Avenger. Recall to a dark shrine on death. Recall to a dark shrine. with full shields and life. So that's basically a very expensive circling that can recall. That sounds very good. I'll take that, thank you. Solar core.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready.
Sounds good. A pocket sun. Ready to
Select the core
be harvested.
viewing your options, Hierarch.
I'll just talk to you first.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful.
Okie dokie, mechanical arms, not bad. Right, so what can we do with the Solarite?
This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. The current available Solarite is displayed here.
I
The
see.
Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems. You may begin diverting Solarite now.
So, let's see, do I unlock that with 25 and then we will always have it? Or will we just have, well, 40 Solarite in total, and if we choose that one we don't have enough for that, and vice versa? Auxiliary systems. Extra supply at the start of each mission. Reduce the need to build pylons. Okay. Starting supply +5 each. Or reduce the time required to warp structures onto the battlefield. 5 Solarite per level for 5% reduction. Okay, that's quite neat. So that's basically our energy dumping abilities. And I guess it's the case that we can select stuff as I said, and it will just deduct 25, but if we go back to Orbital Strike it will be adding 25 again. So, Chrono Search increases structures unit warp in and research speed by 1000% for 20 seconds. I mean, I like the pylon more because I can put that at the troops and warp in more troops right there when I need them. So I won't take it, but that would be great to speed up research. You can just put it on the research thing and it will just research 1,000 times as fast for 20 seconds. That probably is enough to complete 1 or 2 researches, perhaps 1, not sure. But yeah, I have to keep that in mind because we can switch over, right? Yeah, there we go. We can't just swap over. And that means... Does it change? No. That means once we have air units and the mechs, I think it will be more useful to have that, perhaps. Because these cannot be ported in at any location. They can't be converted to warp gates, I think. We'll have to see, but if that's the case, then maybe it will be worth switching over to Chrono Surge. Orbital Strike, we have the Orbital Strike, which we have seen. 5 lasers from orbit, each dealing 50 or 100 versus armored. So that's the weapon system. We could also do a temporal field. Also 50 energy cost, 60 cooldown, same as that one. And create 3 temporal fields that freeze enemy units and structures in time for 20 seconds. That also sounds kind of good. The Orbital Strike is probably something we can just use. Well, we do need sight on the target area, I think. So we can't just use that to predict that a base is somewhere and just cause some carnage. But a temporal field is very useful for storming a base, I think, with an army. So just put in a temporal field and then move the army in. I think I'll take that because it can disable all defenses in an area for 20 seconds. So that should be enough to breach the defenses of an area. Although with the lasers we could probably just destroy the defenses outright. Yeah, it's a tough choice. Let's just try the temporal field for now. Although, now let's get our auxiliary systems up for now. So we just have less construction time and a bit more starting supply. The supply is not that much of an issue though, because, well, we can spawn in 3 pylons, so that helps a bit, but it's nice to have. I mean, we don't have enough to select anything else with our construction time thing, so I think I'll go with that. And 50, we can't do that just yet anyways, but what could we do? We could warp in reinforcements, quickly warp in a pylon with 2 melee warriors and 2 ranged warriors. So that's basically deploy pylon but on steroids, with just a bit of reinforcements already. Solar Lance, strafe the target area with powerful laser beams. 3 beams for 200 damage each beam. Yeah, that's also basically an upgrade from this. Here we could deal 250 or 500 versus an armored target. And with that we could deal up to 600 to, well, an area. So I guess those upgrades will be the best upgrades to have, but obviously we have a limited amount of supply or energy to power everything, so we won't be able to get everything, I'm assuming. But yes, so far so good. Talked with everyone, and talked with everyone.
All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun.
Sounds good. So, next time we'll see how we blow up the planet, I guess. Thanks a lot for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and hope to see you next time. Have a great day, and bye.